Hello, everybody out there, and welcome to another episode of the Talk That Talk Show with me, Barry Holmes. And we are here for our 236th episode of the Talk That Talk Show, and also our final episode of Talk That Talk Show for 2023. I'm just so happy to come here, guys. I was not able to record last week because I was one of the many people over these holidays that was very sick. It started out, I was getting the chills and I could barely make myself out of the bed. I had to miss work last week, and really it was my body just completely shutting down. I was weak, I was feverish, and it was just the most uncomfortable feeling, and I hate being sick. And when it came down to it, I just wasn't healthy enough to record a full episode. I wish I could have, but unfortunately, you gotta listen when your body tells you that you can't do it. So I really just took last weekend to just lay in bed, rest up, hydrate, take an immense amount of cough drops, and a lot of hot tea. That really helped me out. But this is one of the days that I've actually felt my best. So just so happy to be here after it seems like forever, but it's only been a week. But I want to shout out my boy Ishabai Crane, who says talk that talk. I found Al. Happy holidays to you and the fam, Barry. Happy holidays to you, Alvin, and your family too. Also, big at time shout out to my boy Brian Spawn, who we'll get on to in the show. He says, glad you're feeling better, bro. And then also Mary Beth Heaney, she says, hi, Barry, Merry Christmas. If you have not gotten a chance to check out our last episode, besides me talking about blasting Kadarius Toney, it was a great episode as far as content, really geared towards self-motivation. And I think that one of the things that truly makes this podcast what it is, whether you're on Instagram live stream or Facebook live stream or YouTube, I just really try to give you 110% of myself. And really what that's given me has been a great relationship with my viewership. And, through recording weekly episodes and, checking in with people in my regular life, it's been a great way to interact with people with the show and show you guys, I'm as human as I am on these episodes. And, I've really been able to establish and create some great relationships with people. And one of those being my boy Bubba. And he sent me a Christmas card. Big shout out to you, Bubba. He's got his brand new son on the photo. James is a beautiful little boy here. And I tell you what, to see Bubba being a father, it's been a great thing. And, I couldn't have asked for a better friend over these years. And, really, his friendship has extended beyond the hat game for me. And he's someone that started out just copping hats off me off eBay. And then, in real life as well, too, off the online. And, we just established such a good relationship. And it feels good to feel that, he cared about me enough, or I meant enough to him to get a Christmas card. So big shout out to you, bro. And then finally, this has to be one of the best Christmas gifts that I've ever gotten. But I wanted to share this, guys, with you because, this is the spirit of Christmas. And, these are the types of gifts. Sometimes when people give gifts, they just want to give you just something super expensive. But, it's the gifts that have the most value in them with the sentimental value. The things that took thought, right? And this gift, big shout out to Brian Spawn for giving me this, bro. Shout out to you. But he was really intent on me. Yo, I got this gift for you, Barry. I'm gonna send it in the mail. And he was sending me the tracking and everything like that. And I keep looking at it, right? And I'm like, what could it be? Brian is so excited for me to see what this present is that he got for me. But I just don't know what it could potentially be. And then it finally came, and I actually wasn't home when the when the present was delivered, and I still was this intrigue of what is this present that Brian could have sent to me. And finally, when I got a chance to come home here, I opened it up, and what did I have here but an authentic, beautiful maple baseball bat, and with some pretty cool grip tape, if I may add. But when you look on the bat, it's signed by my boy Brian Spawn with his number 29. And what may look like an average baseball bat has so much more meaning than you could ever understand. Now, my boy Brian, when he was out there in Kentucky, was a big time baseball wooden bat player, and he loves wood bat baseball. And if you don't know how hard it is to hit a baseball, go out there and try and go a hitting cage, right? But then again, do it with a wooden bat, and I'll show you how hard it is. And Brian, and this is all in the story that he sent me in the text that went along with the present. But what he said was that in the passing of my aunt, he wanted to give me something very special and something that could give me some encouragement. And this bat, for Brian, he couldn't go. He went, a good portion of the season without getting his first hit, right? And with this bat right here, he got his first hit of the season and wound up getting 2 RBIs off that hit, which wound up helping his team win. So Brian Spawn gifted me the very bat that he got his first hits with of the season, and what wound up being the game-winning RBIs to help win and secure a win for his team. And the message that he gave me with this bat was, no matter how hard it is out there, no matter how hard it can be, I want you to understand that you got to keep on trying. No matter what it looks like, no matter how hard and bad it looks, you got to keep on trying. And, that message that he sent to me, it almost, I was at a loss of words when I was reading it to my girlfriend. And, the encouragement that you get from people that truly care about you truly is a powerful and a life-changing thing. People can go their whole lives without feeling cared for, and that's why you see, bad things go to them, and, they go down terrible paths. But, what helps me out and what motivates me and what keeps me pushing through when those times get rough are sentimental values like this, where my boy sends me the very bat that he got his first hit with during the season. So, Brian, thank you so much for this gift here. I talked to my girlfriend. We're going to try and get a bat case for this. When I ever get my game room, this is the first thing that's going on the mantle. Thank you so much, man. And, again, to have people that think about you, and then also, Bub, a big shout out to you for giving me this Christmas card, bro. It means the world to me, man. And I think that this is a great way to kind of show you all also a recap as far as what we were able to accomplish with Talk That Talk Show here in the year 2023. And we were able to, in 2023, get 2,920 downloads. Thank you so much, everybody that downloaded. In this year, we were also able to get 46 episodes recorded out for you guys. And those 46 episodes were streamed in over 46 different countries here in 2023. So we were well represented across the globe here in 2023. I just want to thank you guys. And also, as a big time shout out and support to you guys that have been our loyal listeners. I wanted to shout out our top 4 cities that have been tuning in to the Talk That Talk show. Coming in at number 4, want to give a big time shout out to Davenport, Florida. Who's ever is tuning in down there in Davenport, Florida, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys were our 4th biggest city listening in to Talk That Talk show. And it's pretty crazy that out of all the cities here represented, Edison is not the number 1 represented here in 2023. Coming in at number 3, the largest city to be tuned in here. Big shout out to Columbus, Ohio. Big shout out to Columbus for tuning in. You guys were our 3rd largest city that's been tuning in this 2023. I appreciate you so much. And then coming in at number 2, New York, New York. Big shout out to New York City for tuning in and well representing in on this Talk That Talk show podcast. You know, this has got that tri-state flavor, and I appreciate, everybody that's been tuning into New York, whatever borough you're in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And coming in, the number 1 city in U.S. that's been tuning into the Talk That Talk show. Big shout out to North Dartmouth, Massachusetts. Who would have thought all the way in Massachusetts, y'all were the largest and most tuned in city to Talk That Talk show. I appreciate you guys so much in Massachusetts. I'm going to be making my way out there to Boston very soon to hopefully catch the Knicks and Celtics game shortly in the 2024 year. And then also I want to shout out our top 4 countries that's been tuning in. I told you we were streamed in 46 other countries, so I want to shout out these big time countries for tuning in to us and making us international Talk That Talk show. But coming in at number 4, South Korea. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Who would have thought little old Barry Holmes Jr. from Edison, New Jersey would be streamed in South Korea? So big time shout out to you guys. Coming in at number 3, big time shout out to Vietnam. Who would have thought? Vietnam is tuned in here and Talk That Talk show. And yes, Ishabad Crane says on Instagram that Talk That Talk show goes global. Yes, we are. Then, our 2nd largest streamed country. Big shout out to Germany. Germany, I love y'all, man. And you guys love yourself some Talk That Talk show. So maybe, just maybe, I'll have to make my way and make an international trip over to Germany. Big shout out to Germany. And then you guys know what number 1. Big shout out to the USA, as always, for repping that hometown boy. Also, big time shout out to Bud Stevens, who says, Barry, have a Merry Christmas. Also, Robert Suber says, Merry Christmas to you and your family, brother. Yo, I appreciate you so much, man. And always love seeing you over there in Strathmore. I'll say this. 2023 was big for us. We got ourselves, and Rob actually got a chance to see firsthand on Saturday, our new sponsored jerseys. Big shout out to Cloud9 for sponsoring my bowling team. The jerseys have finally arrived. I'm about to pick up the check from the owner tomorrow to give to Tim. And guys, I'm going to give you a firsthand look on the sponsored Cloud9 jerseys. Oh my gosh, guys. This is fantastic work. I'm on staff with Ink Parlor for a reason, and they continue with Tim to make some incredible heat here. This Cloud9 jersey, I promise you, is one of my favorite, most best creations, and it shows our sponsorship deal on the back. Cloud9 Cannabis Dispensary. Big shout out to them. You can see me there working tomorrow on Christmas from 9 to 12 p.m. Check this out, guys. Oh my goodness, these Cloud9 jerseys are fire, all right? Thank you so much for that sponsorship deal, Cloud9. Hopefully I can shoot 300 in this. This could be one of my favorite jerseys ever. Big shout out once again to Tim for doing his thing on these, man. Whoo! I tell you what, big things to come here in 2024. And I also want to give a big time shout out to everybody that's been tuned in. Travis says, Merry Christmas, brother. Hope you and the family had a great holiday. TK looked real good in his jersey on Saturday. He goes, dopest jerseys in the game right now. Yes, those Cloud9 jerseys are official. Hold on, let's show them one more time. Should we show them one more time? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. These Cloud9 jerseys are official. I'm telling you. What bowling team do you know sponsored by a dispensary? Come on, man. A lot of y'all strike, but y'all don't got the personality. Y'all looking like zombies out there. You know, we the first to really break the fashion and bring fashion into the game of bowling. I see a lot of y'all look homeless out here. You gotta look fresh, all right? I want you guys to take some pride in the way you look out there. Do your shirt match? Do you got some nice pants on? You know, do you look like everything's all ripped? You know, do you got the deodorant on, all right? Some people lack it in the smell department, all right? We're the first to put it all together, all right? Talk That Talk Show. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. We bringing fashion into the game of bowling, lifestyle. I mean, man, it's crazy because I wore this jersey to work, you know, and the amount of positive feedback and things that people have been saying, it's been overwhelming, man, and I appreciate you guys so much. And just like Dad says, talk that talk is a state of mind. You know, it's also, you know, a core value as well, too. You know, you got to represent yourself. You know, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And that's why when we're on the lanes, you know, we carry that Deion Sanders mentality. Look good, feel good, play good. And to be able to, garner these sponsorship deals to we can make incredible jerseys like that, you know, who knows what's next? Who knows what the next sponsorship deal will be? So again, a lot of these guys that you see in the bowling alley, all they can do is strike, okay? All they can do is strike. That's good. Don't get me wrong. If you want to be that, then that's fine, 1,000%. But what I've been able to do is take that personality and add that, infuse that into the game of bowling in my own way. I'm not a Dougie Vision. I'm Barry Holmes Jr., and I've been able to create my own way, you know, in the sport of bowling, outside of just rolling a bowling ball. So to be able to, you know, have the dispensary that I work at and shed some light into how cool bowling is, so much to where they want to invest in advertisement through my body in the bowling alley, through all the bodies of people that rock Talk That Talk Show in the bowling alley. That speaks to what this represents outside of just rolling a fucking bowling ball. You gotta have some sort of personality in this game outside of just rolling a bowling ball. And that jersey represents what can happen when you are confident in your personality and your value. Everything that we've done on the lanes this season has encompassed to getting that sponsorship jersey, and it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop when you put on a Ducks jersey, when you get that win in X League, and you're not satisfied with just getting 52 points. It's continuing on. It's continuing the process, going on and going forward in the right direction. All you gotta do is do your fucking job, man. And that's work hard. Be the best version of yourself every single time that you step out of the crib, whether you're bowling, whether you're professional, whether you're enjoying life on vacation. Be the best version of yourself, and you never know what opportunities can come. And for me, through bowling, through, you know, being myself, through excelling at my job, being the top salesman at Cloud9 Dispensary, I was able to get our team, everyone that believed in Talk That Talk Show, a free jersey, a sponsored jersey, and made them a sponsored athlete. So if you rocking with me and Talk That Talk Show this year, this season, you're a sponsored athlete. I bring everyone up with me. So if you believed in me and you said, I want to bowl with you, Barry Holmes Jr., this season on my bowling team, not only are we top 5 in every league to end this season, to end this year, but you also get a sponsored jersey. So Tyree, Tori, TK, Lenny, Angie, Pops, you come see me. I got your Talk That Talk Show sponsored jersey, and you are officially a sponsored athlete in 2024. So y'all come see me, and I got your jersey. And I'm going to continue to do other things like this to make and build this podcast to be bigger than just me recording on a microphone. When I go to the bowling alley and I see so many different people, and outside the bowling alley too, when I see people rocking Talk That Talk Show, I saw 4 different hoodies at the alley, and I was like, oh my goodness, you got to take a step back and be like, wow, look at what I've created. But then to not be complacent and say, yes, what more do we have to do? That made me, it infused me. I got so creative. I was like, yo, look at all these people that are out supporting Talk That Talk Show. Look at all this that we've been able to create. I got to get the creative juices flowing. So when they ask, because one of the things I had on this card is what is new for 2024. Someone like Robert Suter says to me, he says, yo, I want to get Rod Strickland on your show. So who knows? Maybe you can start to see some big-time athletes here on this show. We're tapping into the resources that we have. The people on this show want to support this show. So if you have any connections, you want to see somebody on my show that you think would be a good guest, DM me. My line is always open. It don't matter what time of night it is. If you think that would be a good fit and you got somebody that wants to be on this show, hit me up. Let's link them in. Let's get this popping. Me reaching out to Tommy Martino and making that episode for Majestic Lanes that was viewed over 700 times. That was big, and we made that happen. I'm always all ears to making big things happen for this show. So I want to have some new guests on the show. I love having my regulars. I love having people that love coming on the show, but I want to get some new blood on here. So if you think you would love to come on this show, if you think you got what it takes to make an offsite episode with Barry B Money, as Brandon likes to call me, you hit me up. My line is always open. I want to get some more offsite interviews. And one thing that you have seen, if you're a big subscriber on YouTube, please check us out on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't already, because what I'm trying to do is I've already launched our Spotlights version of the Talk That Talk Show, which is going to be a short, already recorded episode of the Talk That Talk Show. We have one already from the Cloud9 dispensary grand opening, but those are some of the things that you're going to start to see in 2024 as well too. Who knows, you might see an episode of Spotlight from our adventure at Circa next year. Who knows, you might see me in the pool chilling, talking about something that happened on at the Circa pool in Las Vegas. So how can I say, the creativity that has been flowing based off of people asking me what's next to come. It's big time things in the horizon. I already have my dad, who's, I'm not going to say names, but my dad is talking about to one of the owners of a local business here in Edison, and we trying to get another offsite interview over there. So we got our producer, Pops, who is doing his things behind the scenes to try and get some big time interviews slated for us in 2024. I'm telling y'all, thank you so much for rocking out with us here in 2023. But there's big things to come. And when I see people rocking that Talk Show merch, when I seen all them hoodies, when I saw the long sleeve, when I saw the Christmas jerseys, when I seen all the support, all that said to me is, I need to hold myself accountable to make a deadline to give these people some new merchandise. So outside of just bowling, I'm going to try and get you guys some more merchandise here in 2024. I promise you that. We still got Tori's, she won the raffle for the colored hoodie, so we got to get her hoodie released out there soon. I promise y'all, we got some big things in store. And like my boy Justin McPhail says, don't sleep on Barry B, because we got some big things on the horizon. But again, if you support me in any capacity here on the YouTube channel, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, you name it, I appreciate y'all to the maximum. And, the most joyous thing is to being able to go into Christmas tomorrow and enjoy my time with my family. I'm going to go work a little 3-hour shift. No big deal at the dispensary. That ain't nothing. But then after that, I'm going to go over to Doc's sister's house. We're going to have a great time with her side of the family. And then have a good time, wrap it up over here at my crib. Enjoy, have some fun, have some really good food. And, for me, Christmas is all about enjoying the fruits of our labor. We made it through 2023, and it's good to just, share some time with the family. And, one of the things that Doc had asked when I covered her class, she asked, what are your students? She's like, what are they? Are they fans of giving gifts? Or are they fans of getting gifts? And, when I asked those kids the questions, I had to think about it myself. And I am 1,000% a gift giver. I love giving gifts. I think that, when it came down to it, me and Doc were so thoughtful, and we really tried to take and think at what people would really like and what they could really need. And, for us, we're big experience people. And, we took the time to just really make sure that everyone that we got gifts for truly enjoyed them and will like them. So, we really like to put the smiles on each other's faces. I know Doc has been dying to give me her Christmas present for the last 2 months. But, the time is finally coming. I'll finally get a chance to open what Doc got for me. I'm excited. I'm excited for her to open her gifts. I think that we really truly enjoy making each other happy, even though at times we're ready to kill each other. But I mean, isn't that what relationships are all about anyway? So, I think that I'm really thankful, most importantly, for the relationship that I have with my girlfriend. Getting to spend time with her and have someone that I can count on and that she can count on. That's one of my greatest Christmas miracles. And I look forward to seeing her every time I wake up. And, I think that Christmas encompasses not just my relationship with her, but my relationship with my family as a whole, too. I love being able to see my sister and go to the lanes and see my bro TK and get to bowl with my brother Tyree and all my extended family. I think that Christmas is just a culmination of spending that time with everyone that you want to spend time with throughout the year. And, for me, I feel like the richest person in the world because do I have $1 million in my account? Absolutely not. But what I do have is $1 million worth of love in every single person that, takes the time to call and message me. Doc gets so annoyed because she's like, oh my God, are you on the phone with Jeff again? But it's like, someone like Jeff, who is my best friend and someone who I love spending time with and I love, talking to, whether we're talking sports or just life and what's going on, planning things together, having him actually coming out to Vegas with us this year. Jeff's just, really good support for me and a really great friend and, someone that I'm excited to try out some good products with on Christmas when we get out of work. So, again, I appreciate my relationship with Jeff and everyone else like, Ish or Doc or, my brother or my sister or TK or Travis who sent a text to me after the X League match. Again, I got some of the best friends in the world, and I truly feel like I am rich in the fact that I have people that continuously care about me and people that care about this podcast, man. This is what it's all about. The show continues on beyond me. You guys are the ones that carry this episode on because truly this podcast could truly just be a 30-minute show and that's it. This could just be an episode that's filmed and nobody listens to, nobody gives a fuck about. It could literally just be recorded and that's that. But you guys are the ones that make this relevant and what makes this a culture thing. And like my dad said, a way of life. Because you decide to put that hoodie on your back. You know, our clothes are one of the biggest representations of who we are as people and what we stand for. And to have people that truly believe that putting on Talk That Talk Show apparel every single day is what makes them and helps them to be the truest form of themselves. So if I can get people to feel that way through putting on Talk That Talk Show, whether lining up to bowl, you know, somebody like this guy Brian, who I see at Bolero all the time, he came up to my sister, he came up to TK, he came up to me, he came up to my father, and he said, I know everyone in your family, but I feel left out because I want one of them jerseys. You know, the feelings that people have putting on Talk That Talk Show apparel, it strengthens me and every single person that puts that on to support it, man. I tell you what, you guys are a big reason of why, again, this show is where it is and where it will continue to progress to in 2024. So I'm not resting on my laurels here. I'm not saying this is, you know, the end all be all. This is the last episode of 2023. But what I can promise you is this is my drive and my desire and my, want, my need to deliver this episode to you guys on a weekly basis. You know, this show is going to be all right, yo. I promise you. You know, you're not going to have to worry about it. It literally took me being super flu-like symptoms, you know, on my damn near my damn near deathbed. That's what it took for me not to record an episode here. And I almost tried, but I knew that my throat could not take that. Pause, all right? But what I'll say is this. You guys are the biggest reason why Talk That Talk Show will continue to move forward in the right direction. And you guys are the reason why I still have that fire and desire inside of me to keep on pushing. I really don't care about being mainstream and being this biggest, baddest podcaster of all time. As long as I have my people that continue to tune in, I got 10, 11, whoever here on Facebook Live. As long as I got that 4 or 3 tuned in on Instagram, you know, you guys are my core listeners and who I do this for. And as long as I'm breathing, as long as I'm living, this is going to be my top priority to deliver to you all every single week. So beyond this episode, going into 2024, let's continue to talk that talk, baby. I love you all, and I'll see you all in 2024.